I work for a car dealership, very well known, large main dealer group. When we sell vehicles, all modern vehicles come with these, fancy tablet screens in the middle, and they come with what is known as a downloadable app which connects the app to the vehicle. Now, as part of our contract, when we join, we're told that when we sell a vehicle, we have to get the customer to download the app and sign that he's done it and all that sort of stuff. And it says in our contract that if we don't get the customer to do this, then they can make a salary deduction. As it happens, when we sell new vehicles, the customers happily agree. But for some reason, for some unexplained reasons, these apps don't download properly, or for whatever, or the customer cancels before the manufacturer, sort of the servers in the manufacturer's IT systems pick it up or whatever. And then they send messages down to the dealership that, XYZ customers haven't downloaded the app, and then the dealership gets heavy on us, and they make salary deductions. I got deducted 250 quid, my colleague got deducted £500, and another colleague of mine got deducted £750.
Wow.
My question to you is, for something which is just simply not in our control, even though it might say so in our contracts, how is this morally and ethically justifiable?
Because, Khalid, you haven't phoned the moral hour or the ethical hour. You phoned the legal question. The legal hour. Do you have a legal question for me?
My legal question is: can I reclaim the money from the company because they simply have told us to get lost?
Right, the company being the car dealership, who is your employer.
Yeah.
And are they your employer or your self-employed subcontractor?
My employer.
Okay. This is tricky, Khalid, because I think they are legally in the right. I totally agree with you. It's unethical, it's immoral, but you phoned the legal hour and I'm giving you a legal answer. I think they are legally entitled to do that with two caveats. Caveat number one is the clause allowing them to do that in the contract has to be absolutely crystal clear, not a word of ambiguity. But if it is, and caveat number two, as long as after they have deducted the 250 quid, or in your colleague's case, 750, after that deduction, you're still being paid at least national minimum wage. If both those boxes are ticked, I'm afraid they are allowed to do it. My suggestion, Khalid, is go and work for another car manufacturer that doesn't do this. Because I don't know how common it is. I've not heard of this before. Is it common in the industry?
It's not common in the industry, but it's common to this particular company.
Okay. The company, and please don't name the manufacturer, the company or the manufacturer?
The company, but in this case, the company is actually owned by the manufacturer as well.
Okay, get a new job, Khalid, is my suggestion. It's not a legal answer. The legal answer is they're entitled to do it. Employers do many scummy things. And the only way to deal with that is either to get the terms changed in the contract, which you are probably powerless to do, unless you're a member of a union, and car dealerships tend not to be unionised, or you vote with your legs and you walk and find another job, a better job with an employer who isn't...
The colleague that had £750 deducted, he left anyway.
Yeah, well, good for him. I would have done the same in those circumstances. And you know what? They're idiots because they will lose their most talented and experienced and loyal staff, people like you, Khalid, and end up with people who are inexperienced and dodgy.